Hey guys, so what we're going to do today is we are going to log on to geocaching.com and we're going to log the geocache that we found in the previous video. Okay, so we're going to have a quick tour of the website, we're going to check out our profile, show you how to find a couple of things, and then we're going to bring up the map. We'll have a look at the map, drag up the geocache that we found, show you how the cache page works and the important bits to look for, and then we're going to just write a couple of little lines on the log so it's done. Okay, so the CO knows that we've been there, and then we can move on to our next cache. Okay, so let's go and do that now. So here's the geocaching.com website. So this is the home page. When you first log on, this is what you'll see. So we've got just have a quick look around. So we've got a search bar. In this search bar, we can search anywhere in the world. Okay, so if you've got a geocache and you know the GC code, you can put it in this box and it will just take you straight to the geocache, or you can type your home location. So whether it be Derby, if you want to type Scotland, Portugal, wherever you are in the world, stick it in there, press enter, and it will bring up all the closest caches to your house. A couple of quick links: traditionals, most favorited, and to the newest caches. These are premium features, these two links. We'll touch on that shortly. The rest of this stuff I'll leave you guys to go through if you want to have a look. It's just, if you go to the help center, it's got the rules and regulations on hiding a cache and geocaching etiquette and things like that. We've got videos on those anyway, so we can have a look at them later on. Click on play, and I'm just going to view the map, which will bring up a map of my home location, which I've programmed into geocaching.com, so it knows roughly where I live. So this is the local area, and I know roughly where that geocache was. So I'm just going to do a quick search over here. Okay, so this geocache here is the one that we found. So if I hover over it, it gives us the name of the cache. As you can see, the other ones a couple of the other caches in the loop that I did a few weeks ago, they've all got smiley faces on them now because I've been out, I found them, and I've put a found log on them, so they've turned into smiley faces. So I've got one there with a blue face, which I couldn't find, but I think that was my fault because my GPS wasn't up to date. So we're gonna click on this cache. Let's open the cache page. Let's see what happens. So inside the cache page, as you see here, cache title, same as the printout that we had. So we've got the CO's name. We can message the owner if we want to. So if the cache is damaged, or you just want to ask a question about the cache, hit this button and it will take you straight to the message center. It gives you the date it was hidden, so it's been there since November, DT rating, size again, and how many favourite points it's got. Nice long blurb on this one with plenty of information about the route. It tells you that there's an uphill walk. It's got some recommendations on it, and it's also got a helpful section here where the CO has added in a couple of extra caches that you can pick up on the way around, to say that saves you doing any legwork really, so that's quite handy. If you have a look at this one here, the Little Bridges 672, you go back to the map and that one, there's one there, so it's just letting you know so you don't miss it. If you're only going to load this route in, you're going to have to walk straight past this one, so you might as well pick it up while you're out, so which I did there, so that was quite helpful. The hint. Okay, so this is where the hint comes in. There's a link here. You can decrypt this link, because as you can see here, you can't read that. So if we decrypt that, it turns it into normal English, so we can read it. Quite helpful. This one here has also got a parking waypoint, so it tells us where to park, and I didn't use that because I knew where to park, but I'm guessing if I put that in, it would take me to where we were parked when we started, about 150 metres away from the first cache. It's always quite useful, just like before you go out, have a quick read of the last few logs down here, because if you've got a run of blue unhappy faces, it's probably not worth going and looking for it if it's missing. I mean, if it's a well hidden cache, then you'll probably find that the unhappy faces and the happy faces are a bit of a mix, and it might be worth to go and have a look. But if it has got a load of sad faces and people are genuinely reporting it's missing, then I wouldn't waste your time, and I'd move on to the next cache. These are quite handy. Over here we've got the attributes. Okay, so in this section here, when you publish a new cache, it's really handy to put these symbols on it, so to help people. So as you can see here, we've got the wheelchair badge with a red line through it. As you saw from the track in the video, I wouldn't have wanted to take a wheelchair down that track. Okay, dogs are allowed. Scenic view. It's available 24/7, and there's parking nearby. Yep, pretty much nail on the head. I'd agree with all of those. Okay. As with Oscar the Owl, if you go into Oscar the Owl, it's got the tree climb attributes, and it's got not for children, and a few others. So, you know, if you aren't up for tree climbing, or you are in a wheelchair, and that's going to affect your caching, the attributes are a big help, and you can actually search for caches using those attributes. So you can pick wheelchair for any caches, you can pick dog for any caches, and ones with parking. The list is endless. So we'll go through that at a later date. So what we're going to do then is we're going to log this geocache, the geocache that we found. So we're going to click log geocache. We want to log it as found because we found it. If we didn't find it, we just use this drop down menu. Look, didn't find it, change it to a blue one, or we can write a note if we don't want to, if it was damaged or missing. Okay, so we're going to log it as found. The date we found it was the 4th of February. So in here we're just going to write a little so nice quick find, great views across the river, thanks for placing, and then we're going to put TFTC on the end of it. So thanks for the cache, thanks for the cache. And then we can also add photos. So if you select photos, go into your photo album, pick your photos and put them on. People like to see photos, and it also helps people with, you know, with the area and deciding what routes to do. I've got these two travel bugs in my possession at the moment, so I'm going to click visit all. We'll cover this when we go on to travel bugs. But if you, this Czech Republic flag tag I've got in my bag at the moment, I'm just adding some miles to it, and then I'm going to drop it in a box at some point. I also carry a travel bug called the Geosoldier 1612 personal mileage travel bug, which I log through every single geocache I do. As you see there, since I started, I've done nearly 50,000 miles between geocaches. So that always stays, it's always on my list, and I make it visit every single cache just so I can see how many miles I've done and where I've been in the world. So that's our log. I will probably add to this later on, just a few more lines. I do like to write 3 or 4 lines if I can. So, but for the sake of this video, there's our log. Okay, so we're not going to add the photos today. We've done our trackables, and we're going to post this log. So let's hit post, and there we go. So as you can see now, up here next to the name, we've got a smiley face, and also we've now got a smiley face here on the right hand side as well, and it tells us that we've logged that on the 4th of February 2021. And if we scroll down our log, here we are, Geosoldier 1612. Nice quick find, great views across the river, thanks for placing. Okay, so the next find, as you can see that we've been there, and it's also added a number. We're now on 4674 instead of 4673. So that geocache is now logged. So there we go. So we've now logged our first geocache, and it's as easy as that. The website is, they have made it really easy to use. There is some complex stuff on there, like things like pocket queries, okay, which, you know, they don't have to be difficult. And I'm going to do a video on things like pocket queries, and we're going to do videos on using your GPS for paperless caching and moving files. We're going to cover all of it step by step. Okay, so but for now, that geocache that we found is logged, and we've got the smiley face. That's the main thing. It's all about the smiley faces. Keep going. Okay, so I'm logging off now, but make sure you keep putting on those boots, keep putting on the coats, and keep racking up the smiley faces. Okay, so from me, once again, thank you for watching. Please like this video. Please keep subscribing. Telling all your geocache friends to come and find me on YouTube. If you've got any questions about the site, drop them in the comments, and we'll do a video and we'll teach you how to use it. If you've got any questions about geocaches and the great outdoors, drop them in the comments. Let's get it covered. Let's get a video made, and let's just get outside and get some fresh air. Okay, guys, take care. Happy caching. Catch up with you soon.